Will your pets be with you in heaven? At first, I think we all want to say yes.
Well, yeah.
Right? Because we love our pets. I mean, they're just an
We love our little
extension of
fur
us.
balls.
I mean, we dress them up. We all do all this stuff for our pet. So, you want to know, when my pet dies, is that the end, or will I be with my pet in heaven? We're going to look at some scriptures and take a look at the things we know about the Bible. I guess, when you always have a question and you're not really sure, and the Bible is not super clear about any topic, I always fall back on what I know for sure, and are there little clues that kind of say they might be with us or they might not be with us?
Right.
That's where we become Mr. and Mrs. Detective. And the other question that I think of is, does God even care? I mean, I know he cares about animals because he created animals, but does he care enough to bring them in heaven with us?
Right.
Right?
It's a good question.
I want to know.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. So when I ask this question, I mean, there are two places that our pets could possibly go.
Right.
One would be heaven.
Right.
And the other one would be the new, heaven and earth.
Right.
And heaven, of course, is the place that after you die, and if you're a Christian, you go to heaven. And this is where you would see all your family, you would meet Jesus. There would be no more tears, laughing, and joy. And then, after the great white throne and everything in end times has happened, then God will create a new heaven and earth. So God created this perfect environment in Eden. Man destroyed that with sin. Jesus came in, he reconciled that, but we still suffer from sin.
Yeah.
So I believe that in the end, God is going to create what was the Garden of Eden at the end, where we will all get along with the animals. I mean, just what it was in the Garden of Eden. He will bring that back, because I really believe that's what he intended for man and animals, and him, the relationship between all of us.
Yeah.
We destroyed it. So I believe he's going to remake that again, the way he intended life to be.
Well, it's kind of like, God created that in the beginning.
Right.
We have that at present time.
Right.
So why would he stop
right.
doing that? Why wouldn't he?
Well, that's what he wanted.
Still around?
That's what he wanted to begin with, and we destroyed it.
Right.
So the question is, will your pets be with you in heaven, and will they then be with you in the heaven and earth?
Right. Like both, right?
Both.
Well, it does tell us in Isaiah 11.
Okay.
6-9 that the animals, and this, I believe, is in the new heaven and earth.
Okay.
Where all the animals will be in harmony together. So he tells us that we are going to have harmony within the animals. So there's your first clue.
There's a clue.
There's a good clue.
I like little clues.
I know, right?
But is it going to be my specific little Pomeranian?
Right.
We feel the same way because we love our golden retriever. Her name is Gracie. She has got so much personality.
Yeah.
She has been such an amazing dog.
Yeah.
So
she's part of the family.
She is part of the family. Yeah. So it really, would upset you to think that you're never going to see her again, or will you?
Right. Right. That's what we're getting to here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now that we have, I believe, proved that there will be animals with us. Will there be, it's kind of, will there be, that's like a tongue twister. Will there be, will there be your animal?
Okay, so here's my question.
Oh no, she always asks these questions.
I'm sorry, listen.
Okay.
So, does your dog or cat or chihuahua, whatever, or lizard, or some people, they love their snakes and their rabbits and whatever.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a dog or cat.
Right.
So, do they have a soul? Do they have a spirit?
That is a very good question.
Because our souls go to heaven.
Right.
Just saying.
to answer your deep question,
Kim,
this is deep. There is a difference between your soul and your spirit. So humans have both soul and spirit. The soul is your emotions. It makes up you.
Right.
And your spirit is the one thing that we have that connects us to God. Because it says in the Bible that we worship God in spirit and truth, which would the truth would be the Bible. Mm-hmm. So that is our way of connecting with God. So both spirit and soul for us would go to heaven, not just the soul. It'd be like a combination of the two that do go to heaven.
Right.
But the question is, what does a dog have? And it doesn't say in the Bible, like, animals have a soul.
Right.
Animals have a spirit.
Right.
I believe that an animal has soul. It has that emotions. It has personality.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just see it in their faces.
They're all different.
Right? Which is a soul.
Right.
But I believe they don't have a spirit.
Right.
So if they had a spirit, I believe that they would know right from wrong.
Right.
And your dog really doesn't know from right from wrong. I mean, they know when they've done something wrong because you yell at them.
Right.
But if you set like a cup with water on the table and you said, don't drink it, and they should know better not to drink it, but when you turn your back, they drink it. Yeah. So I don't think they have a concept. I mean, they do in some aspects.
They don't have that reasoning.
Yeah, they don't have that reasoning,
yeah.
Right? So therefore, they really can't connect with God.
Right.
They can't ask for forgiveness. I mean, can you imagine going,
right.
Praying to God?
Yeah.
You don't see them praying before the meal. You don't see them doing that. So I don't.
That was really good.
Was that good? Was that Scooby-Doo, right?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. So I don't believe, because of that reason, I would say they don't go to heaven. But
well,
I'm just, to me, I mean, and guys, give us your opinion too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just presenting the facts, and then
yeah.
you guys take a look at the facts and you see what you think. But based on, they can't ask forgiveness, they can't connect with God, they have a soul, but they really don't have the spirit to have that vertical up and down connection. No. But that doesn't mean that God is a loving, good God and that he loves you and that they won't be there.
Right.
Right?
Right. You never know. God's a mysterious guy.
And it is. There's a verse that says that in Deuteronomy, I think.
You won't know everything about
Yeah, it's like God is full of mysteries and you don't. And
yeah.
if you knew everything, you would be God. And I don't want to be God because that's just too many
He's got a lot
too many messages every day. It's like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've got 4,000 billion like prayers. I can't answer. I can't even get to one. No.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey on that movie,
yeah.
right? No to all.
Yeah.
And havoc.
I think he said yes.
Did he say, oh yeah, he did.
He said yes, and it was total chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah. So now that Jim's given us the bad news.
Well, no, I'm not saying bad news or good news. The Bible's not clear.
Right.
But I mean, evidence says logically no, but...
Yes.
Question mark.
Okay, so then the question is...
Okay.
When we get to heaven...
You're full of questions today.
I know.
You're stressing me out.
Listen, when we get to heaven, are we going to care?
Well,
we don't see Gracie running around going, Dad!
Dad! It's like when you get to heaven, it's like, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
And she's running around you.
And you don't see
so you're going to be sad.
Are you going to be sad? Disappointed?
This is the mystery of heaven, and I don't get it. But I know when we get to heaven, somehow God is going to make everything okay. Because it tells us in heaven, evidence, that in Revelation, that there's no more sadness, no more tears. It's only joy, happiness. I mean, there's a lot of junk. There's a lot of stuff on earth that you cause. And maybe not you cause, but are caused by other people.
Evil people.
I mean, say, you get a divorce and you do not have a good relationship with your ex and you marry again, and all three of you are Christians and you all go into heaven, I mean, you would think at first it's going to be really awkward saying, oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, you're here too. It's going to be weird, right? But somehow God's going to make everything okay. And I don't get it. I can't even get it.
Because we're just human.
We're human, but that's the mystery. And actually, that's really
comforting.
Yeah, I was just going to say comforting.
Hard to understand.
Yeah, because it's like, well, when I get to heaven, everything will be okay.
Yeah.
So will you be sad? No.
Yeah.
I mean, here on earth, you can't imagine not being with your pet. And I would say, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so sad.
Right.
But it's just going to be different.
Yeah.
It's a different realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So does that
there's
answer your question?
Absolutely.
I know that when you get to heaven, probably honestly, the last thing that should be on your mind is like, where's Gracie? It's like, get out of the way. Where's Jesus? I've been serving him my whole life. I want to see Jesus. I want to give him a hug. Because I have been worshiping him for years. I've got to give this guy a hug. I think that's what's going to be on your mind.
Yeah.
And
tears.
I know. It's just like that. I can only imagine. We were listening to that song this morning.
I know. It's
so
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll probably say hi to you along the way. I can't. That's if you get there before. We both hope that we die together because we really don't want to be with each other. Be without each other.
Go talk about it.
Okay, Kim. So does that answer?
One good thing though is that we know we'll both be in heaven.
Yes, and that's all. Well, that mostly counts. We'd like to see our other family members in heaven.
Yes, absolutely.
But yes, we're
at least we know we'll be there.
So I hope we answered your guys' question. Comments. Let us know what you think. It's okay if you say you guys are absolutely nuts and I disagree with you. We would like to know.
We would like to know.
Because I am nuts sometimes.
Absolutely nuts.
Okay.
You bring joy to my life, though.
You bring joy to my life.
Thank you for that.
You are welcome.
You're so funny.
I try.
All right.
Kim.
Thanks, you guys. I'm going to talk over Jim. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this. It was a question a lot of people have.
They do.
So we will see you in the next video. Bye.